So many of us may have a computer, especially laptops that have a webcam on them, but maybe it's not great. Or you have a desktop computer that doesn't have any webcam, or even on a Mac. We're testing this on a MacBook Pro, one of the new ones with the M1 processor, but maybe you got a new Mac Mini and that doesn't have a webcam. And the MacBook, even though they come with really good webcams in them, maybe the 1080p is better. I don't know. So this one comes in right now. You'll see it. It's got 4 stars, almost 5,500 reviews. So that's a lot. $60. It says normally here it's 70, but right now $10 off, and that's at Amazon.ca. And this is it right here, Aukey 1080p webcam. Not fancy packaging, but it does what it needs to do. So we're gonna take a look, see what comes in this fine box, and plug it into the computer and do a quick recording. See what it sounds like and looks like. All right, guys, coming up. All right, so here is their ad on Amazon. You can see here, sharp and smooth. We like sharp and smooth. 1080p versus 720, and it should be, as long as it's good. And you know, my concern always with webcams is they're really small sensors, so don't try to put it up against what you see primarily on YouTube with 1080p cameras. You know, this is for making web calls. Noise reducing microphone, which is good. Broad compatibility with all these pieces of software. I would think that as long as your computer sees it, you're good to go. Cool little clip for on top of your monitor or laptop. So we're going to we're gonna just plug it in. What does it say? 1080p at 30 frames per second. No drivers. Very good. Compatible with Windows XP, Mac OS 10.6. I guess would be and higher, and Android. Wow, and Android. Cool. All right, so here it is. Here's the box. Aukey 1080p webcam. That's kind of it. That's all. That's all it's on it. Simple box. And we open it by the top here. All right, so that's it. Nothing really in there. Not much. It doesn't look like. Oh, yes, there is. There is a. It's tucked in the back here. You're looking there. There's no manual. Possibly. It's tucked in the back. So there you go. So there is a little manual. We'll just put this over here. So there's the camera. It is USB-A. We'll take that out of there in a second. 1080p webcam user manual. It is small. I will say this. It's small fonts for sure. Connecting, product care, warranty, and customer support. If you don't have the greatest of eyes, you need to probably take a picture of that and zoom it in, because can you guys read that? There you go. It's small. It does have all the specifications, and we're already into like a different language. So the manual itself, English, page 1 to page 4. But there's your languages: English, Dutch, French, Spanish, Italian, and I guess it is probably Chinese. So, but small fonts. Just be aware. And here you go. That's it. Where's my garbage? On this side. So it does have, there's your little clip, right? So there's that little clip that you can put on. And this, of course, will mount on your monitor. So you kind of put it on like this, and then this goes up against the back so that it just kind of sits like this. I do like that this can turn. You guys see that? So it has that ability to kind of spin. So again, if you have it on your display or your monitor, and maybe you have it over here, you can still just kind of turn this to face you. I like that. That's a nice little feature. And on the bottom of the clamp, there's a tripod hole, so you can mount it to the tripod stand. Now, did I not? Does it not say that it comes? Does it come with a tripod? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're just showing it on a tripod and saying that it works, because mounts on tripod. So be aware. Doesn't come with a tripod, which makes sense. That box isn't big enough. Where is that box? That's not big enough for a tripod. So there's a tripod hole on the bottom. So if you want to mount it there, you can. All right, we got that clarified. I think they should put that a little more bold. Mounts on, does not come with. Just as a, if Aukey, if you're watching this, just I'd kind of be like, hey, make sure, right? Because That's kind of important. All right, let's bring my laptop over here. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And we're gonna mount this. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'll actually, just give me 1 sec, hold on. My battery in this camera died. So now you guys hopefully can possibly see that, right there. I'll put it this way, maybe you can see that a bit better. So I'll push that down there, there you go. So this has, just so you guys can see it, first off, just make sure you pull this off because it is like a little screen protector. So there's one that comes off, and that's protecting just for smudgy. And then there's a little blue one here that comes off as well. So you kind of gotta, that one's a little harder to get off, but it will. There it comes, maybe. There it is. So it's just a little blue one. So make sure you get that off the lens as well. All right. So if you're on a Mac like me, especially a new Mac, you will need to have, you guys can see it here, I have a little adapter that converts USB-C into USB-A. So just kind of be aware, putting that back there for you guys, because USB-A, right? We need to be able to connect that. Now you can get different kind of adapters. Actually, Aukey, and I'll be doing another video probably tomorrow, or it may come out this afternoon. I may do them as a little, it's Aukey day. Why not? We could do it. It's Aukey day. And then we're doing this. All right, so this here, all we do is we kind of just get it where your camera normally would be. And this back piece, you just kind of snug it up, right? You snug it up so that it sits there. It kind of clamps on. And you're good. And I do like the fact that, let's say again this was over here, you can angle the camera a little bit. That's kind of nice, right? And then tilt that up just so it's facing you. Yep, I like that. That's okay. And then we simply plug this in. So I'm gonna just plug this into my little adapter here. Very cool. And I get a power light. Maybe you guys can see that. I'll bring this back over here now. See a little power light on top of the camera, right? And we're just gonna kind of sit that up like that. I may push it back because I want to see kind of the wide angle. So I'm going to hide this. Actually, we can quit this. We don't need this. And let's just bring up my system preferences. And sound-wise, because sound's important, yeah, so you'll see here, I'm guessing it's this PC LM1E audio. It says USB, so I'm going to say, yeah, let's go with that one. Cool, just for now. And then let's bring up a program, first off, like FaceTime. I don't know if FaceTime will recognize it, maybe. I can't tell. That looks way clearer than normal, to be honest with you. I'm wondering, preferences? Will it allow me to choose which camera in FaceTime? It doesn't, but I'm curious. Try to remember what this looks like. That looks way sharper than it normally does. Way sharper. So I'm gonna do this. Ready? Unplug. Yeah, see, and there's normal right there. See, that's normal. That's the FaceTime camera. And I'd have to say the FaceTime camera has really nice color to it, but plug that back in. I'm curious, right? Close that. And it's also, I think, look at the width. So see how close I am? So I'm gonna quit FaceTime. Make sure again that we go into our audio just so it's set up properly. Yeah, still set there, good. Open up FaceTime again. For some reason now it's setting up to this one. Oh, it was setting up before. Oh, there it is, under video. So I can just switch. Oh, that's so much wider and so much sharper. Actually, I think the colors are actually even better. That's really nice. Oh, look how sharp that is, right? So you got that versus the actual, oh, go back up here, right? Microphone, camera, FaceTime. Oh, this looks like muddy. That looks muddy compared to that one. And the width is so much nicer. This computer is really close in comparison. Look how much more of me is being seen. And if this was way out here, like, that's really, you can see my whole body, the table, the background. And if I were to switch this now to back to the FaceTime camera, Right? Oh yeah. Oh, I think that's way nicer. Oh yeah, look how sharp that is. And again, if you were to use this, for instance, to go into FaceTime, once you're in FaceTime, you could turn it into landscape mode so it doesn't have to be in portrait. That's really good. Okay, let's close that. I'm also gonna bring up good old Final Cut here, because I should be able to do a quick recording of what this is, so we can get an actual what it records like, right? Yeah, whole bunch of plugins still not working yet. It will. They'll come. So let's go here, and see, it only shows the FaceTime camera. Well, so maybe Final Cut won't do it. Final Cut may not see it. Okay, that's acceptable, I guess. Little sad, but okay. Any other programs see it or not see it? What about Photo Booth? Photo Booth sees it. There we go. Okay, Photo Booth sees it. So let's do a quick recording here. And that's nice and wide. So 3, 2, 1. And I'm guessing you're also going to hear, and I'm switching this over, so this is coming straight from the Aukey camera. So I'm actually showing you the Aukey with the Aukey's sound. So this is the sound recording that comes from the Aukey out of its own microphone. That's really nice and wide. I really like that, actually. And you could come up here to where it says camera, and yeah, you could switch it, right? So we'll come here for a second. That's 20 seconds. That's good. So we'll stop that. And then we'll come here and switch it to the FaceTime camera. Oh, see how muddy that sounds? Now, I have a feeling that the MacBook speakers will be good. So we're going to switch to the MacBook speakers in 3, 2, 1. All right, so here it is. This is the MacBook, and definitely more muddy, right? Yeah, without question, that's more muddy. It's just not as sharp because it's only a 720p camera. Audio, I think, would probably be good. The Mac has really good audio speakers or microphones, so I think that's going to be good. But the image quality out of the Aukey, way nicer. And I'm curious, you guys are hearing it right now. You hear what that sounds like, what the microphones sound like on both. I'm going to stop this again and come back here. So you guys get a good chance to hear what that microphone on the Aukey and what the image quality looks like on this too. I think the image, it's super sharp. That's really nice. So if you're looking for an upgrade to your webcam, that's good. For the price, for $59, I think that's a complete win. Oh yes, complete win. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. Yeah, I think, you know what? I have no complaints. No complaints for $60 webcam. Very good. All right, I'm going to put links down below to the Aukey 1080p. If you guys have any questions on it or you want to pick it up because it supports the channel, very cool. Links down below. Go pick up one for yourself. Why wouldn't you? It's good. You saw the quality. It's untouched. Everything's untouched there. And that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that little bell because it helps. It does. And we will see you guys next video. Probably coming up later this afternoon. We have an Aukey USB-C dongle that we're going to try. All right, my friends. Later.